On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Oklahoma City Nighthawks. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Oklahoma City Nighthawks. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, we look at this Oklahoma City team as they interplay here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
In the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And how about that defense last week? They pitched a shutout, and it's really more like a no-hitter.
Now we'll see what this offense can do as they'll get their first shot here with less than a minute gone by in the first quarter.
Mike 50. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Taylor now off the bootleg. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Play action, now Taylor.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the...
And this is caught. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
Let's go now. 10-2 start.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Ready?
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this 3rd down situation? Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young.
A big early 3rd down here for this defense as they look to hold on and force a field goal try. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And this results in 6. Touchdown. earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. Darnold from the gun. That's complete. It's Bell. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
This defense has been on their heels thus far on this drive. It's been a long one, and now they're forced to defend a first and goal as we get back to the action. A screen to Bell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Throwing again is Darnold. This is caught. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Darnold on third and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but... So late second quarter, this offense with the football trailing by 3. Can they get into range and tie it, or maybe get in the end zone and take the lead? And a big one. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into 4th. Taylor now to throw on third down. Over the middle, complete. It's Gardner. And And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line.
This has to go down.
We've got an offense on the move, a red zone alert as we take you back into it with a 1st and 10 down at about the 12-yard line. Now Taylor on first down. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now Taylor to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory. This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the 4th quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. On 3rd down, Taylor. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gardner. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready up.
50, Mike's 50.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. He may try and run for this. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little game. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Terry McLaurin, 96 yards. Time and issue here as the offense needs to find a way to get into field goal range, but working in their favor, they do have all 3 timeouts at their disposal. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. All right, time winding down. This is going to be a huge drive. Let's see what the offense can do back out onto the field. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. He's got the first down inside the 10 and finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The 6